Alright, so guys, inside this video, I continue my series of building Forsaken inside of Jujutsu Shenanigans. And this time I went ahead and built the new things that got added to the lobby inside of the Noli update inside of Forsaken. And also, if you find yourself coming back to watch my videos a lot, please subscribe because literally only 3.8% of people are. And with that being said, let's just go ahead and get straight into the video. So I started by replacing the corner over here because they just remade this area. So I had to copy and paste one of these chairs over there, and they changed the color of the cushions on them. So now I just started building like this little table area right here. And then I started building the mirror on the top of it. I also made sure to turn on good night mode because that's what this map is meant to be in. And then right here there's like a little picture frame of some sort. And then right here, there's like this little pot that holds this plant in it, so I started building that. And then I realized that it was too big and that I should probably make it smaller. And then the plant inside is kind of like a tree, and I don't really build trees at all inside build mode, so I just tried to build it as accurately as I could. And then I just started adding the leaves to it. And then right here I started building a carpet so that I could go under there. And then there's kind of just like this little tiny pot here with a plant inside of it, so I decided to build that. So now I started with this area of the map, and I basically just removed everything over here and brought them out to the void. These little things got moved over to this side of the house. And then I just brought that thing back over because I didn't realize that it was still supposed to be here. I also brought the chest over because the chest still stays here, and I just finished up the back of it. And then I just started building this thing right here. And then I started actually building the seal that's sitting inside of it. So there's kind of a dog bed inside the front of it, so I just started building that. They also added like a little carpet to this area and these little things on the side, so I started building those. And then I started working on this area because they basically just kind of reworked this area completely, and they added a couch here instead of those things. So then I moved the button back to go to the killer movesets, and then move this area into the middle a little bit since they moved it a little bit. And then I brought the logs and stuff to the other side because they did that too, and copy pasted over the little plant. And then there's like a footrest or something right here, so I built that. And then I had to spam copy and paste this plant so I could just go ahead and get like normal move things where I could move it without it going on an angle or anything, so I could place one right here. And then I removed the table up here so I can go ahead and add chance to slot machines from the lobby. I copy and pasted this carpet up here, and then I started working on the machines. And then I started copying and pasting the machines so I could get all 4 of them up here. And I also copy and pasted some of the plants up here. And I copy and pasted the pool table up here because they brought it from the downstairs to the upstairs. And then I realized that these were supposed to be more green, so I went ahead and fixed that, and then I started working on the stage inside the corner. So now I started working on the little table, which has a speaker on top of it. And then I started building the actual speaker on it. And then I moved the button for the killers back. And then I started building this thing right here, and I don't really know what it is. And then I started building like kind of this like chest thing right here or something. I don't really know what it is. And then I built a smaller one on top of it. And then there's like this big picture frame inside the corner with this thing on top of it, so I built that too. I also copy and pasted over these. And another one of the speakers. And then I also copy and pasted over this chair that went right there. It had a microphone on it too, so I built that. And then there's kind of just these wires going all over the place, so I decided to build a bunch of those. So then I started building this little thing for the microphone. And then I deleted this table inside the corner because there's a new area there. And I realized that they also changed the tables, so I updated all of those too. And then I copy and pasted this over to the corner because they have a bunch of these inside this area. I just had to make the booth a little smaller and the table. And then I realized that they updated all these tables and chairs, so I decided I might as well update them too. All I basically had to do was make a new chair model and then copy and paste it over to all of them. I also noticed that the booths and the couch had a little bit more blue to them, so I decided to update that. And then I finished working on the chairs. And then this area kind of had like an indent with some green planks inside of it. And then I started remaking this thing because it got some more detail added to it. I also copy and pasted this wall over here. And then I realized that the bookshelf and stuff still existed inside the lobby, it just got moved over to this corner. And then I started adding these picture frames all around the lobby. And then I just copy and pasted some of these chairs over here. And then there's another little table-like thing up here, so I tried copy and pasting that up, but it just didn't look right. And then I realized that this table was wrong, so I fixed it. I also brought one of the tables up here. And then I copy and pasted this up here because it's also up here. And then I started building the little corner with the TV. And then I started building the actual TV. I wanted to try to add moving blocks so it had more of a static effect on it, but it just didn't end up working out. And then I just started putting images into all of the picture frames. And then I started building the beanbags right here.